versus Mika Claybrown.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Jillian Engen for planning.
Oh, there she is. Hello. What's your name?
Mika Claybrown.
All right. And where are we?
The balance including court costs of $1,206.
All right. And did you receive her answer?
I did. I don't know why it's not in my physical file, but I can pull it up on.
All right.
Your Honor, I submit a written answer along with documents as well, with proofs, pictures.
Oh, no, I saw it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just want to yell at me.
Oh, no, I don't. I wouldn't do that to you.
Your Honor, so the answer centers on a request for a reasonable accommodation. I just want to note for the court that the request packet I see as around page 15 of the document, which was filled out by Ms. Claybrown's provider. When asked, is this person disabled, it says no. And is the accommodation necessary to afford the resident equal opportunity to use and enjoy the housing facility? The answer is also no.
What page 15 are you referring to, if you don't mind me asking? Because it's only 13 pages.
Okay, it's page 6 of the top, section 504 request.
Well, I can definitely have her correct that because she might have done that by accident. She was skimming while we were reading while we were in the appointment. But she did provide a letterhead stating my diagnosis, and the diagnosis is, hand in hand with the section 504 request requirement.
Oh,
I think that you're on. I think that when my client reviewed the letter, I think they need something that says that
yes.
it would allow her to, that it is a disability and it would allow Ms. Claybrown to enjoy the unit as a resident without the disability.
Got it.
However, my air ducts are filthy and I'm suffering every day. I wake up with headache,
ma'am,
snotty nose,
ma'am,
severe allergies.
they can't act on it unless the
Documents are correct.
right.
Yeah.
So you can get that corrected and get them.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, she'll be willing to fix that.
How can you do that within the next week?
Yes, I could reach out to her. She is I got looked up on that appointment, but I could probably send it to the office and they could correct it. I probably wouldn't.
I'm just trying to figure out whether to put this out 1 or 2 weeks.
Well, another thing is I wanted to mention, if you don't mind, I have an appointment with SOS on March 3rd because I do want to get the payment in as
right.
well.
So your appointment with them isn't until March 3rd.
Yes.
How much is your monthly rent?
My rent is $145 now.
So we would only go up about, so if I put it up to the 6th, that would allow her appointment, the documents to be done, and whatever can be done, at least movement headed in that direction if I do it that way, I think.
Yes, and it's not only that. I spoke to the office manager. She said she's willing to change my carpet, and then along with the 7 service requests that I submitted that have not been taken care of, they did take care of 3 this week, but there is a hole in the wall that still needs to be repaired. There's closet doors in my basement that almost fell on my daughter, and I sent the service request about that. I put all that in the documents.
Okay, but I'm just looking at timing and trying to get everything done. So what I'll do is I'll adjourn this March 6, 2025 at 12 noon. All right, and let's see where we are. You'll get that paperwork corrected. They'll keep working on repair issues and then the other.
So in the case that I do get the special accommodation paperwork corrected, will they be moving forward with getting the air duct cleaning done?
They should, but
my client is going to, comply with proper reasonable accommodations in accordance with, federal and state law. So if you also, did you have an email for our office?
I did, and nobody followed up. I also submitted the chain of
and nobody.
Okay, that's fine, ma'am. Look,
Yeah.
here's what's gonna happen. You're asking questions. Get the paperwork corrected. And then let's see what they do.
Okay, so just save my questions for March 6th. Right.
You what?
Save my questions for March 6th.
Well, I'm not saying save your questions, but you can certainly reach out to them, but to ask them what they're gonna do, they haven't seen the paperwork yet. They can't move until that's correct.
Okay, tried to communicate with them through the office and through email, and they are not responding to me. So this is my first time hearing that I needed to correct it. So I will make sure to do that.
Ms. Claiborne,
Mhm.
can you send that to like Think and Think? Do you need my email?
Yeah, sure. Thank you. And you said March 6th at what time, Simpson? Mr. Simpson? I mean, Judge Simpson?
12 noon.
12 noon. Thank you. In person?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
All right. Evergreen Apartments versus Kevin Sherman.
Lake Runner, Millionaire.
Take care. Not here. Kevin Sherman. Should I take default?
Sorry.
Would you like to take a default?
Yes, please.
All right. Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
Go ahead.
Thank you. This is a case for non-payment of rent. Rent to possession is $1,324.52. Court costs are $172 for a total of $1,496.52. Plaintiff is requesting a default judgment for possession only with a writ to issue after 10 days, which I have is after the 23rd of this month.
Judgment to the plaintiff. That is by default for possession. Redemption amount is in the amount requested with a writ to issue in 10 days. And where are we on her case?
Ms. Jones, I have a balance court costs of $5,513. I do have a note from my client that they have not received the amounts paid by DHHS.
And that's because they never responded to any of the emails from DHS. My son went into surgery on November 24th. I reached out to my job to get the help. And
Right.
they responded to Forest Knowles about my address. They never responded back. So I had to call the rental office and get them to respond back to DHS emails, which I finally just got an email yesterday or the day before saying that Forest Knowles finally sent the ledger over to them showing my address so they can submit the payment.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
So how much were they gonna send?
3503. And I paid 2,400, but I see that's taken off the balance.
That's already taken,
Yeah.
your amount's taken off.
Yep, and then
They were gonna pay
503.
3503.
but the 15 or the 5,013 would have been including my February's rent. So I paid I have a money order for 627 right now to take care of the balance that I owed.
Take care of the balance that you owe
That I owed for before February's rent.
before February's rent clicked in. And so,
Yes.
well, okay, so let me just get clear of this. Once that check comes from DHS and you pay the 6, you're clear through January. We're
Yep.
dealing with February.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's really where
Yeah.
where we are. Okay. So how much is your monthly rent?
1382.
All right, so let me ask you this. How are you intending on getting your February rent paid?
I'll pay it by the end of the month of February.
By the 27th?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do this then. So if I don't have to issue a judgment, I won't. But I'm going to adjourn this out to February 27th, 2026 at 3 p.m. for an in-person hearing.
Okay.
If you have the money on that date that clears your February, get it paid to them before you get here.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
And then hopefully that check will be there. You'll pay that amount. And then on that date, I can happily tell you that your case is dismissed.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
You know what you got to do?
Yeah.
All right, look, don't mess it up. No, I'm kidding. All right.
I will.
All
Thank
right.
you.
You have a great weekend. Court calls the case of Gulfside Lakes 1 and 2 versus Lakia Williams.
Next, a tenant owes over $5,000 but says DHS is sending help. She holds up a money order and promises February rent will be paid by the 27th. The judge gives her one clear instruction: get it paid before court, and this case disappears. Mess it up, and it won't.
Who's that?
Kevin Sherman.
Kevin Sherman. Why was he hugging on her?
Oh,
No, I'm kidding. No, none of my business. What?
Mr. Sherman's asking if we can recall his case, a default was entered.
I thought it was for two. I never received the email.
Well, it's actually said at one, but
Yeah,
It's one of the 570 right there. If you show it. Said last name Sherman.
all right, hang on a second. Let me do this one I've got here. Zakia Williams, Karan Williams. Let's see.
Hi, Your Honor.
Oh, there she is.
Yes.
All right. Where are we with her case?
Your Honor, I have a balance of the court cost of $3,576.60. It's my understanding that defendants were hoping to receive a refund and a substantial payment. I do see that $2,000 has been paid on the 11th. But we still have this balance, and this was a November case.
Yeah, I know. We're trying to get,
Your
I
Honor.
think what we were trying to do was to try to get our balance to the 3,000. And then hopefully
Yes,
Hawk can help.
I submitted that last bit today, and then I also already have an appointment with Hawk for March 3rd at 12 with Alicia.
Okay, so you said you submitted what now?
The last bit that could knock it down to 3,000.
576.60.
The 576?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So here's gonna be our problem.
Because they said they're booked up for the rest of the month, so I
course, they
have to
always
wait
say
till
that.
March 3rd.
So here's the thing. No, I hear you. So the problem is your rent for March will kick in if I adjourn it out to the 6th of March.
I can have that paid, Your Honor.
You can?
Mm-hmm.
When can you get that paid?
I actually get paid on the 6th. So that'll
Okay,
be
so on
the full
so
thing.
on the 6th, you can get March paid.
16,
Yeah.
17.
Okay, and then we'll still be at that 3,000. You'll have your appointment on the 3rd, and then. Okay, I don't know if I should trust Miss Williams. But I knew that would hurt her feelings. She's been through some things, and I told her that we would keep working with her, and she has kept to her word on everything. So I'm going to do that. And I honestly believe that she'll get it taken care of. I realize this is a November case, but let's see if we just keep her in her house, because she's had a lot of people. I'll just put it this way, a lot of people that probably should have been helping her, been with her, that have let her down, but she's fought through it. So.
Well, they don't pay me enough to argue with you, Your Honor.
Okay. I'll let the other things know you said that.
Very happy with my situation.
I will then adjourn this, Ms. Williams, to March 6, 2026 at 12 noon. Okay? And we'll see
Thank
where
you,
we
Your
are at that
Honor.
point. You are more than welcome. You have a wonderful weekend.
Thanks, you too. God bless you.
Thank you, man. Evergreen Apartments versus had a balance of, including court costs, $1496.52. How are you gonna get that paid, sir?
I'll have it all paid by next Friday.
By the 20th?
Yes. And
I could let this
I'll
child
have some for March too.
Pardon?
I said I'll have some for March too early.
But you'll have February all paid by next
February,
week.
yeah.
Okay, I'll
Take
give
care of by next
that
Friday.
back to you that you can hold on to. I'll adjourn this out to next week.
Thank you, Your Honor. And while Mr. Sherman is here, I do want to make a note that It sounds like Shavana Tier Begum is also living in the unit and is not on the lease. And so that person is considered an unauthorized occupant. And so I think that's something that might need to get resolved.
Okay.
Or your landlord could take steps to enforce that or even terminate your tenancy.
Okay.
If it's, so you can add someone to the lease.
You shouldn't have been hugging
You
on that.
usually add someone to the lease if they qualify and your balance is at 0, but I just let you know that.
All right.
Okay, Your Honor, this is going to.
The 20th at time? 12 noon.
That'll be another in person.
That's another in-person here. All right, get it paid. If you have everything paid, then you don't need to be here, but you got to make sure everything's paid.
Yes, sir.
All right?
Sorry.
That's what I thought. I didn't think it was noon. 2 p.m.
February 20th.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Court calls the case of Gulfside Lakes 1 and 2 versus BK the area. Say again? Oh, you're gonna call me out, say I got it wrong the last time? Now he's gonna come before me and probably want some. Then, but how do I pronounce your name?
Bakad Diarra.
Yeah, that's what I said. Isn't that what I said? Yeah. Okay, that's what I heard. All right. What are we doing?
Jillian Ingham for plaintiff. Your Honor, I have a balance including court costs of $2,941.17.
All right, young man, how are you gonna get this paid?
So I have been behind ever since August, going into September. My last job situation stopped paying us our checks and what we need every bi-weekly. She stopped paying us and then let us go. And for us to start, having to pay all of these bills around us slowly. So I've been, trying to catch up on my bills since September. And, I didn't have a job through October and November. And I just got a job going into December. So I've just been trying to catch up every single month. I have a car to pay, which is $500. I have internet and DTE, which I've been trying to catch up on. But my last work situation have just made me fall behind on everything that I'm doing right now. So I'm just trying to catch up on
Have
everything.
you applied for assistance at all?
No, I don't.
Why not?
I don't know, no assistance. Like, I don't know how to
All right.
reach out or.
So here's what I'm gonna ask you to do. You're gonna need to contact Hawk.
Okay.
All right, their number is 961-1999.
Could I get that like written down or?
Oh, no. Yes, and can you write it down?
I can do it, Your Honor.
Okay, get that.
They have-
I'll adjourn it out a week. You need to call them today so you can get an appointment.
Okay, and
And we'll see where you are.
and I'm starting to catch up little by little. Like, if you can give me till next week to get like 1,000 in.
Well, that's what I was gonna ask you.
Uh-huh.
How much can you pay before the 20th?
Like 1,000.
All right,
1,000.
so I'm gonna put in the file that you're gonna pay 1,000
Thank you.
by the 20th. I'll adjourn this out to February 20th, 2026 at 2 p.m. That's in person.
Okay.
Call Hawk.
Okay.
Let them get you an appointment. Let's see then where you are.
Okay. Thank you so
Okay,
much.
so you come back next week so I can mispronounce your name.
Yes, sir.
All right. All right, take care. Court does call the case of Gulfside Lakes 3 versus Harley Argo.
Another tenant admits he never applied for assistance. The judge hands him the number for Hawk Wright in court and says call today. He promises to bring $1,000 next week. The judge writes it into the record with no excuses next time.
Hello, Ms. Argo. All right, how much is owing on this?
I have a balance including court costs of $1,064.95.
1,064.
$1,064.95.
95. All right, Ms. Argo, how are we gonna get this taken care of?
I just put 1,000 down on there. I'm just trying to pay it as I can. Like I said last time, I'm just waiting for my taxes to hit. I had a baby and I'm just trying to get back to work and they kind of shorted my hours at work because we're in the slow season. So I'm just trying to get caught up.
I gotcha. So when you say you put 1,000, that's already taken off?
Was that on the 10th and the 12th, Ms. Argo?
Yes, I put 500 one day and then 500 the next day.
Okay.
Is
Yep.
it, so that's already come off?
Yes.
All right. Okay, so Ms. Argo, when's the next time you think you can make a payment?
I would say by next week, next Friday.
Okay, and how much do you think you can pay?
I would say 500.
Okay, so I'll put 500 by the 20th. And then I'll adjourn this out to February 20th, 2026 at 2 p.m. And then we'll see where we are and kind of we'll walk you through this as best we can and try to see if we can get you caught up, okay?
Yeah, that sounds great, Judge. I really appreciate it. Thank you for giving me some more time.
All right. Have you contacted Hawk at all or SOS?
Honestly, I haven't just because if I get put on state assistance because I'm not with my children's father, they're gonna end up putting him on child support, and that's just not something I'm willing to do. To be quite honest. He helps out enough as it is, and I'm just trying to get it back up as I can.
I hear you, but first of all, I don't think that will happen by applying for Hawk. Okay.
Okay. I just was aware if I applied for like food stamps or anything like that, but that's where they,
Right.
so
That's true.
I was
But
nervous. I didn't want him to get put on.
ma'am, I'm just gonna tell you this, okay? And people get to make their own decisions. But somewhere in life, the reason all of those things are set in place is they're set in place to try to make things fair so that you're not in a position where you're struggling.
Right.
All right. We can care about a lot of people. We can say they're doing whatever they're doing, but sometimes, especially when you're talking about the little ones, that's who you have to think about.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes,
So
sir.
I'm not going to tell you what to do, but that's what you ought to do. And do you have the number for Hawk?
I do.
All right, give them a call. I don't think that will trigger what you're in fear of.
Okay. I do appreciate that, Judge. Thank you.
All right. My mom was a daycare teacher. Wonderful woman, if I do say so myself. She raised a great son.
I would say
But the one thing she said is everything you do, think about the little people and
right.
make sure they're taken care of. All right.
Thank you so much, Judge. I really appreciate it. I'll give them a call today. I really
All
appreciate you.
right. You take care.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye bye. New Park Ridge Apartments versus Karina Jones. Oh, she's on. Karina Jones? Yeah. Miss Jones, you'll have to unmute. Turn on your camera.
I'm
Oh,
here.
there she is. I see you. You started talking before your mic went on. Say your
Yeah,
name.
Karina Jones.
Thank you. All right. How much we had a judgment. I think this is her motion.
Yes.
So her motion says that there was a COD being filed by the landlord that had a payment plan.
Yes, Your Honor, I believe a conditional order dismissal was presented to Ms. Jones.
I'm sorry.
She said there was a conditional order dismissal given to you. So both of you are kind of saying the same thing, but Ms. Jones, did you sign that and get it back to the landlord?
What had happened was, she had called me about the COD, but she asked me was I still putting it in or not, and I told her no because she told me I had to pay 900 and I had to pay my rent plus $163. I felt like I was basically telling her I needed a payment plan. So how was that going to help me if I had to pay almost $1,100? I'm like, that's not going to help me. I'm trying to set up a payment plan. I was unclear of what a COD was. Let me just say that.
I got you. All right. I don't have it in front of me, so I can't say what it is.
But I talked to her, the day before yesterday, and I told her
When you
that I
say
can
talk
pay
to her, hold on. Who is her?
my landlord at New
Okay.
Carthage. And I had told her that I can give her $500 yesterday, but I didn't give her $500. I gave her $450 because I didn't have enough, and I told her I can pay the rest of it at the end of the month. And I did call the lawyer yesterday, and and they made a note of it too. And I told them that I gave them the $450.
So, Your Honor, it's my understanding, so a payment plan for 6 months was offered to Ms. Jones with monthly rent plus essentially a sixth of the balance at the time, which was January 30th, to be paid on or before the 15th. I do note that our clerk took a message from Ms. Jones with the conditional order of dismissal. So if Ms. Jones can pay, I guess, so 450, let me check my ledger, Your Honor. But with 450 paid yesterday, which I don't see on this
It's not
ledger.
on there, but it's on my portal.
Hold
It's
on,
my
ma'am.
portal.
Hold on, Ms. Jones, stop for a second, okay? Go ahead.
So it might be that it's still pending or it was dropped off but not processed when this ledger was processed.
Okay.
Your Honor, I think my client would probably be willing to enter into a conditional order of dismissal that says that it would be 450 to be paid, when, and it would reflect that that was paid by Ms. Jones, but then it would leave a balance of $1,052 to be paid by the 28th. So I mean, I guess we could do it two ways, Your Honor. We could, or by the 27th. We could do it two ways. We could just adjourn it to the 27th, and as long as Ms. Jones has paid, then we'll be good to go. But otherwise, I think my client's going to need either a conditional order of dismissal, or we would be potentially, if that's not a writ at that time, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Jones,
Yeah,
are you gonna be able to have everything, including your February, paid by the end of this month?
absolutely. I already paid the
Okay,
450
so here's what I'm
yesterday.
gonna do, Ms. Jones. I'm gonna adjourn your case out to February 27th. That's the last.
Then comes a young mother worried that applying for help might trigger child support. Judge Simpson pauses and gives heartfelt advice. Sometimes systems exist to protect the little ones. He doesn't order her, but he reminds her who she should be thinking about first.
Calendar day we have in February 2026 at 3 p.m. Okay, that's an in-person hearing. Try to get everything paid before that date. And if you get everything paid, then it's likely the judgment will be satisfied, so they can set aside the judgment and then dismiss the case.
Happy to set aside.
Okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you.